module on human resource management. Remember, an organization is going to flourish and do well only because they have a strong pillar which is known as human resource. Now, in this final module, we are going to focus on a little more about the new trends which are going on in human resource management. So, the first thing which we will discuss is a little brief about analytics. Analysis makes things more easier, understandable, and feasible to work for future as well. Now organizations are tapping to the power of data to make HR decisions. With people analytics, data-driven insights make HR management more efficient and effective. Now, how it is? Because previously people used to ignore the fact that data can be more and more accurate, and it can help you in giving you better insights to perform the simple jobs into a much better way. Data has made it possible, and data analytics is a tool that will help to shape the workplace environment into a more conducive and better way. The next thing which is very much in trends is human resource information system. Remember, we always say communication plays a very important role for the effective utilization or for the utmost utilization of your available resources. Human resource management is the key for any organization's success, because if your people are performing to the mark, then definitely you are going in the right direction. Now, information system, that means what was the information systems for organizations when they were heading or when they were uh, leading the way they used to in the previous years or maybe in the traditional form. HRIS automates HR processes such as recruiting and hiring, benefits and compensation management, and employee record keeping. In simple terms, record keeping is a major emphasis of information system. With a simple tab or a simple data being asked, now on the analytic part, you find a lot of things available for making things more and more feasible. Now, what are the benefits? A reliable HRIS, that means information system, reduces errors and saves time and money. As an HR professional, it frees up time to focus on employee development and training, ultimately creating more value for your organization. When you are doing anything and you are ensuring that everything is being recorded, everything is being updated, and everything is being saved, then definitely you will find the benefits out of it. An implementation of HRIS requires commitment, investment, and training. But a well adopted HRIS has a big payoff in efficiency and cost effectiveness of the business. Contemporary issues which are there in HRIS, because every coin has a flip side as well. Security issues when it comes to cyber security. This is something which is very, very sensitive, and you find HR data is incredibly sensitive, and securing it against cyber threats is not an option. It is an essential investment because nowadays everything is so much data driven and based on clouds. Employee privacy. An HR system generates more data about employees' privacy. Concern becomes even more crucial because everyone is not very adaptive and welcoming to privacy issues. It is essential to have data governance practices around this area. And finally, artificial intelligence. Everything is basically today more and more in the hands of AI. AI is shaping HR management in many ways, from talent acquisitions to performance management to payroll processing. More research and development are needed to make AI ethical, transparent, and unbiased. Now, one another very important relevant things which is not an issue right now, but it was since the evolution of human resource management, is to how to have this issue of multi-generational workforce taken into thing, because you cannot deny the fact that every age group is basically going to be the part of an organization. As the person grows, it he gives more experience and exposure which will help an organization grow and sustain itself in the stiff competition. So how to manage this multi generational workforce, people belonging to all generations? Now, organizations increasingly have employees of different ages, and that could mean diverse viewpoint, skills, and working styles. And it can also bring challenges. Now, managing the difference, because everyone, basically, even if we are in the same age group, we may have different way of perception or thinking. So HR professionals need to understand the challenges of managing a multi-generational workforce, from flexible work arrangement to career development opportunity. Each of these things have to be taken with due care and due emphasis. Now, flexible workforce. Now, this is something: autonomy, flexibility, transparency, accountability. These are the terms which have been coming since long, and they are still they are going to be for a long, long time. Now, the how you are going to maintain the flexible workforce. Now, flexibility means the if you have to do a job, you have to give 8 an hour. But if suppose you have an professional or maybe a personal commitment, then you can shift from that time, but you have to ultimately give 8 hours. So that needs to be adaptive, and people need to understand the fact that they have to give 8 hours. Now, type of flexible work arrangement, the first thing which needs to be understood under this: from remote work to job sharing, flexible work arrangements are growing in popularity. Now you can see that people sitting at home from different places, they can do the job, and they are doing it quite well as well, for which they are paid also handsomely. Impact of work culture and productivity. Flexible work arrangements can improve employee satisfaction, retention, and productivity, while creating a more inclusive and diverse work environment. Flexibility makes it more easy for people to understand and relate and then work upon it. Challenges, definitely they are going to be there when it comes to flexible workforce. Organization needs to create clear politics and guidelines around flexible arrangement to ensure fairness, productivity, collaboration in the workplace. Role of technology. Now, this is something which is not, or which cannot be denied, or which cannot be something which cannot be overlooked. This is something which is going to be there. This is future, and that's why we find a lot of development taking place. So HRM is something which is going to be not going to be lagging behind. Role of technology when it comes to HRM, we're talking about how digitization has transformed everything. The rise of technology, from social media to CRMs, is impacting how HR conducts business. Everything: customer relationship management, people managing, and how this can be done with the help of a use or with the advent of technology into HRM. Automation, with the rise of AI and robotics, process automation. Many HR tasks, from onboarding to performance management, are becoming automated. People are not need, they don't require people, but it's something which is being automated, which is something which can be learned through AI and uh, robotics, process automation, etc. And people analytics, as I said in the beginning itself, this is something which is very, very helpful, because HR professionals are far more mobile, allowing them to move more easily from job to job to find new opportunity quickly, because analytics is making things feasible for them. In short, we can say that the wrap up of this module is something that, whether we talk about digitization, technology, analytics, all these trends are basically making things more better. So HR management is rapidly evolving with technology and its forefront. Analytics and HRIS are the changing the game, and with the flexible multi-generational workforce is becoming increasing important. HR professional needs to embrace these changes to create a workplace that is agile, inclusive, and productive. So we can say that something are better than nothing. So when we talk about all these trends, then these are the trends that will create a better future, a better environment for an individual to grow in an organization. This is the wrap for this particular session. I hope it was quite understanding and helpful. Thank you and keep learning.